The GDP officer was on duty on the night of the collision at Windmill Hill signal station. Giving evidence, the officer said a large suspect RHIB was first spotted around 9 miles northeast of the rock beside a merchant vessel, following information provided by the Guardia Civil. He told the court a smaller RHIB was seen approaching the first vessel, then returned to La Atunara port. He said the larger vessel was later moving in a southeasterly direction when the RGP vessel engaged in pursuit, estimating that the RGP first engaged within the territorial limits of Gibraltar waters. He said he could not give their exact position, as there was no radar track or AIS information being transmitted by either vessel. Christopher Finch, representing the interests of the deceased, asked the officer about the RHIB's AIS transmitter, which he said was functional and must have provided some information. The officer responded this was the first he was hearing of this, and that he saw no AIS data from either vessel on the night. He also said the RGP vessel did have its lights on during the chase. Detective Sergeant Mark Garrett of the RGP gave evidence later in the morning, describing events on the night. He responded to a call at 4 a.m. and was at the scene when the RGP and customs vessels returned to land. He told the court the initial information he received was that the collision occurred 3 miles off Europa Point, within Gibraltar waters, and that it was on this basis that the 2 surviving crew members from the RHIB were initially arrested. He acknowledged that he learned this information was false. Both men were later released without charge. DS Garrett was asked by Mr. Finch whether he was aware of claims by the crew members that there had been 4 men aboard the RGP vessel. He said he was present at the scene when the vessel had arrived and only counted 3 officers.